Ajia kwade to pabu. Ba meme twa nyo so klo. Awu potisi ya klo toka. Te kunye nne anibio. Aki babuga yego. Uda sa manaba. Uda sa manaba. Aso babuga yego we. Uda sa manaba. Abajasa kwena sequence wadolu kulo. Uda sa manaba. Ukawasa umaya pateno nami. Uda sa manaba. Aso paso kule tuatie mapara yeninowa. Uka yego we. Akanu mambo yipa yenye sakaro. Uka yego we. Mama pake Monique. Nyakusaria boya to feo. Aune puka kadwate. Asiada pampe dogu kaya keke popora. Keke popora ya shoto gugu. Ngeto yanga uwe yenge nuwe. Wake solo ya ukuta. Tira kwesana ya papa utopo ya ponebe. Noza ya pabwe ya pongua kwa matama. Yanga bitwe bakamana na wolona. Bima kwade ye bomba bakamba pere. Ya kay numo kinana ne dengato. Ma wara dagu wanwa. Dodi me wo waga. Resist to Joel. Balaso so. Mr. Prince Mekalo bu. Di on toi que soin ka matoka kwa so da kapa. Ya papora ya esanya ko ya don. Papa e paso fanye, asilango. Mama wo pi fanye. Buka yanga. Abuka no botona mana boy. Buka biro kwanda biro dagu biro kwanda le. Bicharo kato pa ya papa ne. Ya po mane fanta de ma keke no ya ko mama.
Yes, indeed. It's another beautiful Friday evening here this evening. We'd like to say welcome to all of you who are watching the show here this evening. Today is the 13th day of June 2025, and welcome again to another edition of the Heat Hour here on BKS TV. My name is Junior Payne, your host, and I'm joined this evening by Efanso Wungbo. Together, we're going to be presenting the show here this evening. We have a lot of things to discuss here this evening. We have no time to waste, but instead to go strictly to our headlines for today. Today, we will be joined by Anthony Elijah M. Soya. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name well. We'll be joined by him. He's a son of District Number 5, a seasoned veteran, Anthony of the Republic of Liberia. He will be joining us this evening to discuss about the upcoming by-election in the district. There have been rumors around that he will be contesting. We don't know yet, but we will also be hearing from him this evening. Concerned women of Nima County today spoke to the press about their stand on the Asilamenta Liberia MDA issue. We're also going to be playing that recording here and making our own views on it too as well. And the Prosecutor General of the Republic of Liberia spoke to the press today after the ruling from the Criminal Code C in Monrovia. We're also going to be playing that recording here, and we will be making our 1 cent and 2 cent on that recording too as well. Alfonso, welcome to the show.
It's my pleasure. Say thank you, Gian. I want to say welcome to our listening audience around the globe and in Niba, Liberia, at large.
Thank you so much. I think our guest is already in the back, but before we bring our guests on, do you have anything on your mind today? But before we go to that, I would like to apologize to all of our followers for not bringing the show on yesterday. We had some other issues that we couldn't handle. That's why we didn't bring the show on. But again, we are back today, and we are back very strong and energetic. Alfonso, let's hear you.
Oh yeah, the war is a global village, and everything that happens around the world, we have indirect impact on our citizens, on our country.
Mhm.
There is a serious tension between Iran and Israel. At the same time, the Gaza Strip is the issues there are not been settled. In Ukraine, it's not easy there too, and yeah, around the Middle East and Asia, things are like upside down. People are fighting for power, glory. People want to clean glory, clean territory, territorial expansion, and all that stuff. And so, yeah, we had to be security minded too in our own region in West Africa. We know things are not been easy in recent time, so we had to be, security minded.
That's great. That's very okay. I think we all need to be security minded, like you said. But what I have on my mind this evening has to do with our county, our beloved county. I don't know what is going on. I think we are facing serious problem within the county that we need to reserve, because if we cannot do that, we will not win against any other company like ArcelorMittal Liberia. Of recent, it was Ashton Kubaselekbo who took on the media to debunk some of the statement made by the senator. And today, we have our mothers, our sisters, too, on the radio. I don't know whether they are being paid to say those things. I don't really know, but I am hoping and praying that we will dive into the discussion vividly this evening. But again, like we said in our intro, we will be joined this evening by Anthony Elijah M. Sayer. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but I hope I'm doing so. I don't want to be here in contempt here this evening. The Anthony will be joining us to discuss more about the upcoming by-election within District Number 5. The Anthony is from District Number 5. He will better introduce himself. He's from District Number 5, and we've been hearing rumors that he will contest. So we will be bringing him on right now to have a say. Good evening, Antonio. Welcome to the show.
Before we go to the Anthony, before you get come on clear, I just want to say something on your what was on your mind, what is on your mind about our country. Even though it's a topic, but for me, the issue about NIMBA and
Hello?
AMLD, yeah,
Antonio,
is
welcome
trying
to
to
the
come
show.
on.
Good evening. Can you try to
Hello, are you
test your
hearing
mic?
me? Thank
Yeah,
you, Junior. Thank you. Are you
eh,
hearing me?
yeah, we are getting you now. We are getting you now. Even though you're having a little bit of slow network connection, can you drop the line and then re-enter the studio again? Let's see. Yeah, Fanso, go ahead. Let's see if we can.
And so, like I was saying, the issue about the MDA in NIMBA, um, the company is playing politics in the whole stuff, and we just watch it there carefully. They are playing
Mhm.
politics because they feel they can use some of our brothers and sisters to go about spreading falsehood and you know making their agenda to be genuine in the eyes of those who are responsible for the sign of the MDA or the negotiation of the MDA. But one thing I want to tell those who I mean, that are responsible for that negotiation to do is to do their own internal, observation and careful, perspective, looking at how things look there in the affected communities. They have to go and disguise themselves and go and see how things look there before they can even discuss with ArcelorMittal. Uh, ArcelorMittal, I don't know where the women coming from, whether they are from the affected communities or they are people marketed from Ganta or where they from. No one knows them. They have to reintroduce themselves where they from each of those towns. It may be Bapa, Zolowi, maybe Blolewi. Where they from, then we will know because these are people who are affected directly. Before we talk about the sword behind the mountain. So we cannot sit here and just see a group of people just come and say, oh yeah, the senator is wrong, the senator is wrong, the senator is wrong. The lady who read out here, I don't know who wrote it for her, whether I see Anshon Many and who, I don't know, she didn't even know how to present her own things. It's troubling, brother. It's very troubling.
And also, we will go to that. Let's not hold the Anthony for a very long time in the studio without getting to why he's here. Anthony, welcome to the show again.
Thank you, Junior. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, you are okay now. You are very okay.
Okay.
I mean, it's a pleasure.
I'm happy to join your team.
Thank you so much for being here this evening.
Same here,
it's always Junior. A pleasure to have you. And I think this is our first time communicating, and you are appearing on the show again tonight. So we want to say thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much. Now we will join you, and here too. Yes, go ahead.
We will be joined this evening by DK Way. DK Way is one of the sons of District Number 5. He's he's one of the gurus of District Number 5 politics, and he will be joining us this evening to also screen you as well, because we've been hearing a lot of rumors. But before we dive into the discussion for today, let's hear you introduce yourself to the public and our listening audience.
Okay. My name is Elijah Menedese. I'm from Butuo. I live in Soclinde, Moserado County. I'm a Liberian lawyer. I'm a lawyer by profession. I work for Unreached Liberia, and I like the courtroom practice. Is that okay?
I mean, you could go deeper than that. I mean, you could go more than that, because the show tonight is. We are hearing you. You could go deeper than that, Anthony, because the show.
Stop here for now.
No, we want to go deeper.
You want me to go deeper?
Yeah, we want you to go deeper than that.
I mean, basically, that's all about me, except if you want to know a particular thing that was not mentioned, then you let me know, and I will do that for you.
So, okay, let's just get into the show this evening. Who is Elijah Menedese from Butuo? Let's get to know your background and how you evolve into the legal practice. Then we can table that to go to the political discussion.
Okay, so like I said, I'm from Butuo. Born in Butuo, grew up in Butuo, went to school in Butuo, and did everything in Butuo. Moved to Monrovia 2004 January 2, I can still remember. The will that I received from my father is I should become a lawyer in order to represent my people. So when I came to Monrovia, I used to see the law school. 2004, every time before the law school, I always told myself one day I will enter this school. Yes, I always said it. And law school, you know, anybody wonder has taken over the law school, and the passing rate is 15%. The law school, I mean, it's discouraging. When you get there, my first time to try the entrance, the testimony from other people who were around there, they'll go, oh, this is my 5th time. This is my 4th time. This is my 6th time. So we try. I mean, God being God, my first try, I was successful. And we started 2018. It caused me to even resign from my job because the job I was doing, they couldn't permit me to go to school. So I resigned. Age for me in his will on Broad Street, I will be happy to receive it. So since this was his plan, or I would say this was his will, purposely for me, I put it in God's care, and God helped me through. I did what I could do in his honor. So that's how we entered the law school, and when we entered, we graduated. Upon graduation 2023, we went for the bar exam, and we were successful at the Nima bar. We started to practice.
I mean, the network from your
Continue
end
to
is not.
practice to represent our people. Our one commitment we made to ourselves is to represent the people of Nyor and Ninkwea free of charge. People who are residents. Are you hearing me?
We getting you. Anthony, are you there?
Yeah, that's a frustrating part about network in our place.
Is getting bad off. I don't know what's going on.
The company get good money
Gino,
for.
are you hearing me?
Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah.
Go ahead now.
Hearing us
Anthony.
is to represent the people of Nyor and Ninkwea free of charge, but you should be resident of the area. So we can some leave from for and go represent your client, all of that. But that is our commitment. I think I've said enough.
Yeah, you keep coming in broken. That's why those that are listening to what you said, your audio is not really good. But
normally I don't have plenty of talking. So
but so you say a lot, but let's try to.
Am I not still better?
No, you are not. Can you try to change the location and then maybe let's start a conversation, a real one, because your network keep breaking in for like few seconds and stuff. So those that are listening, they say the audio is not really good.
Let me change my location
Okay.
a little bit.
Do that for us, sir.
Yeah, Epanso.
And so, yeah, he's coming. I think I got some questions to ask him, but let him come over, then we'll see what to do. Because he's a political figure now, and
he's back. Anthony.
Anthony
Elijah. Yeah, it's
I am hearing you. Are you not hearing me?
Okay.
Okay, we get you now.
Somehow, some way, we can hear you in some instances when you move around, and the network can stalk you somehow again. So, are you getting us? Mr. Say? Now you on course now, right? Or no, you going back to come? Yeah. And you will see their network will be correct, but yet and stay it will not go. I don't know. Yeah.
And I have a lot of questions to ask him, like you yourself, you know. And I mean, you gotta hit him hard though, because
no,
if only he's contesting,
he's a politician.
Yeah, from what he said about himself, it looks impressive. It looks good, and we for me personally, I'm impressed by his CV so far. and I think we have to screen him to know if our people can go for him just in case he want to contest. But one of my questions I would like to ask him is why he just chose to represent your people and Nikra people
That's my.
today.
Hey, you want to steal my question, my boy? Why? How do you know that
Yeah,
I've written my question down?
I know you are going to say that, but you got the fool for the first time, so you got to ask him
Okay.
the first
Yeah.
batch of questions.
Anyhow, in a way where you can will try to punish it because sometimes you ask a question, you will try to dodge it to carry on
He's an
another way.
attorney. He's very good at that. He will be very good
Also,
at.
so the moment you take it the other way, thank God I work in the code for some time. I will take it the other way.
Okay, that's good. He's back.
Are you okay
Yeah,
now?
rain is falling here.
Okay.
Okay,
Is it
let's see.
okay now?
You
Yeah,
are
you
a
are
bit
okay.
okay. I think
Oh,
my remaining day will be fine.
oh, good.
Oh yeah. So John, can you go ahead or
Also, you lead the first batch of question. I will join you.
oh okay. Welcome, Anthony Elijah MC. Welcome to the show. We want to say thank you for your profile to have a son of Muyao being a law, attorney at law is a good thing. I not hear many of them. I not heard many of their names, but hearing you, I think this is my second time. I think it's good. You just explained some stuff about yourself and you schooled in Mutuo, you graduated. You did not tell whether you graduated from Mutuo, even though, but you schooled in Mutuo and you moved to Monrovia 2004. Am I correct?
correct. I didn't graduate from high school in Butuo. I graduated from First Assembly of God in Monrovia.
Okay, that's good. Now, in 2018, you did not tell us before going to the law school. I know you can hire your like the first, degree before going to the law school. But you did not tell us what was the first thing you did in school, though.
Okay, I read management and economics at AME Zion University. And my good friend and brother DK Way and I were there together. Though I met him there, but we were there, we equal together and we did some things together.
Okay.
So
Thank you, Dickie.
he's
I
in the
think you
Houston,
don't.
Texas. And then I did management economics. I
Yeah.
entered Zion 2009 March, and I graduated 2013 April. Yes.
Good. That's good. With that being said, you say you work for Orange. What type of job you do for Orange?
I'm Orange Liberia Compliance Officer. I'm responsible to ensure that the company, our partners, they respect every applicable law. So I'm the frontliner when it comes to the fight against corruption at our company. The very first compliance officer of the company. Yes, what I do at Orange, and I also am a lawyer at the Liberia Law Group, a law firm located on the Sage Street. Yeah,
So when did you start the work at Orange you're talking about?
2021. I was in the law school back then, and I am not that smart, but we were in this class, and then the professor said, "Oh, I would recommend some students to Orange to serve as intern." And luckily, I was among the two people he recommended. So we went for 6 months. And when the people saw my performance, we spent 3 months. So one of the Indian executives told me, "Oh, we know how you've been performing. Can you allow us hire you as our compliance officer?" And I told them, okay, no problem. Let's try. And we try. That's how I got the job 2021. I was still law student.
Thank you, Mr. So 2021, you got hired by Orange, Liberia to serve as compliance officer. With that said, you in any way, or have you perused the operation manual of Asylum? I mean, not Asylum, sorry, Orange Liberia, to know why they still want their clients and other people to be in compliance with their laws, to also know that they are also in compliance with the law that is signed, they call the concession law that make them, a company in Liberia. Are they in compliance with that?
I'm so sorry. Before I can speak out on behalf of Orange, I must be authorized by the senior management. So the fact that I'm being here tonight, I am here all because I'm a son of Booyah, and questions I will be answering will be in relation to the invitation extended to me, but not to speak for Orange Liberia.
Okay, this is not just speaking for Orange Liberia though, but that's your office. That's where you work. Because the question, why is true that we want to ask you so many questions on the political side from Booyah? Your own CV had mentioned to us that you are one of the Orange worker, meaning in the compliance department. As a compliance officer, we want to know, because what the background from where I'm coming from is this. In our district, Booyah, you see the network. In fact, now you own, I don't know which company you see. I know you now you Lone Star, you see Orange. The network continue to fluctuate. What is the cause? Are they in compliance? Are they working on it? These are things I want to know. Why now in Booyah the network issue is not being settled? These are things, but since you say you are not official spokesperson for them, or you had to get approval from them, I just wanted you to throw some light on that. That we are not actually questioning ArcelorMittal.
I'm so sorry. I will not respond to anything, any question that is directed to Orange. Yes, I work for Orange. I can say that. It is not in dispute. But your question, it requires authorization from the senior management before I can speak or before I can respond to your question. I'm
Okay,
sorry for disappointing you,
no problem.
but
Before I can
I
go
will
to
not
John and other people,
respond
yeah.
for Orange.
Thank you. Before I can go to John, this is
Thank you, sir.
the last question for this phase. I want to ask you. You mentioned here that you are a lawyer and attorney at law, and your more duty that you want to perform. In fact, what you got for the people of Booyah is to represent the Nyo and the Nikwea people. And you know fully well that Booyah consists of three chiefdoms with a clan called Wye, and you are there to represent your Eniquia. What is the rationale behind?
Please be audible. The ring is every year.
Like I was saying, you are an attorney at law, and you say you want to do some work for
Apostle,
Booyah. Yeah, are you not getting me? You getting me now? Okay. So, like I was saying, you are attorney at law. You say, and you are. Oh, he never is the problem anyway.
He will still come back, and I think that question about Orange Liberia, I will rephrase it to ask him. He worked with Orange. He's a compliant officer at Orange Liberia. Now, my question to him is that the district that we have is heavily supplied by Lone Star.
if I
Now,
question correct,
Can I ask your question now? Can I ask my question?
yes.
Yeah, I was saying you are an attorney at law from Booyah, meaning in your belt. But you told us that you are there to represent a free work you want to do for the people of Booyah. You want to represent the Nyo and the Nikwea people. And you know that Booyah consists of three chiefdoms, the Nyo, the Nikwea, and the Yao. including a clan called Wye. Why you only chose 2 out of the 3 chiefdom with the clan to represent?
Thank you, Alfonso. Let me correct you in the first place. I am not from Yor. I want to set the record straight. I'm from Butuo. Butuo is not part of Yor.
Okay.
You see Butuo, you see Boile, you see Doba. We are the man people. The Yor people are our children. They are from within us. We are not from Yor. So I want to get that straight. You got me? So if you want to,
but when they are saying your chiefdom,
category, say
yeah, when they are saying your chiefdom, the Butuo you're talking about is not an exception. It's part of your chiefdom.
no, that is wrong. You are not getting it right. You know how we got Yor, Ninkwea, and Yao. Do you know the story? You know that? You know how
No,
we got there?
I'm not tracing the history now. I'm just looking at the broader, perspective. Right now, we'll talk about the 3 chiefdom. They don't have any other chiefdom besides the 3 chiefdom now in Buyao. The 3 chiefdom, we get the Yor, we get Nikwea, we get Yao, including Wye, which is a clan. And when they talk about the Yor, Butuo is also part of the Yor belt. That's what I'm saying. I'm not I'm not saying how they became Butuo or Yor. No.
You are wrong. That's the
All right.
correction I'm making. You are wrong.
All right, go ahead. I look wheresoever you from. Why you had to? Why you
Alfonso.
choose Jet 2? Yeah.
Alfonso,
Yeah.
I'm good. That should be your question. I have said it. Even in open gathering, we had certain gathering in Gladly, and someone referred to me in the gathering as someone from York, and I said no, I am not from York. When I spoke, they provided me the opportunity. When I spoke, I brought about the history. The very elders from York who were there. The elder who was heading there at the time was Elder Larry. I'm forgetting his last name. When I spoke, he came and shook my hands. He said, "You see, we don't have written history, but what you did for us, we know. Unlike our children, they don't know." So I always like to set the record straight that Butuo is not part of your Butuo and Doba. They are not, and Butuo and Boile, they are not part of your. In order to be part of your or Nikwea, the first thing you need to look at is your enunciation, the way they speak. All right, the Nyor Gil. People from Butuo can't speak Nyor Gil. People from Boile, they can't speak Nyor Gil. So we are not from. Certain things can qualify you to come from your government. Government wants to, or certain people, not even government, because there is no part of our country when Wadi was there, they did not make any law to add Butuo to York. And the places we are discussing about, they are created by tradition, not even by law. So no, what you go to the law side, they did not add Butuo to York. You go to the traditional side, they did not add Butuo to the traditional side. But let's get to the point.
That come to the point now.
Am I still breaking or you hearing me?
I'm hearing you.
So let's get to your question. If I got you correct, your question is, why did I choose to represent Yor and Nikwea free of charge? When I was introducing myself, I told you the reason I went to the law school, it is my father's will. That's what my father left for me. He said you should become lawyer to represent the family. And should you become lawyer, whether I'm here or not, represent the people of Yor and Nikwea free of charge. So I don't have control over that. I must honor it. aside from that, that's the will he left for me. But it doesn't mean I can't go extra mile. I have represented people from West Point that I don't know free of charge. We can represent people when we see your condition and you know you can't afford. It is our job to represent you. But one thing we need to make clear for the people to hear, and some elders who listened to the old man when he spoke on this particular thing, what he said, we need to make it clear to them. I normally don't like for people to tell me, you are from Booyah, why you are choosing to go this way. If you want to say it like that, let's say I'm from Zoget. I am from Zoget. Booyah just came 2011. Zoget has been here forever. The question should be, you from Zoget? I like to use Zoget over Booyah. So I hope I answer your question.
Why would you say Booyah just in 2011? You were just tracing history about how your, I mean, how your different between your and Mutuo. And you say Booyah just came 2011 when you know back then they had Booyah as a district, and you know that administrative district. It was
Which
represented,
year?
you know all that.
Which year?
But you don't know that, right? Only when I tell you the year, right?
Yes, I gave you
Okay.
year now. I have said Booyah to be 2011. You saying
Okay.
no?
So, Anthony, thank you. I don't want us to make the show out of hot and pull tonight, but I didn't get you answering the question correctly. The question that I also asked you, why is it that you chose Ninkria people and your people to represent free of charge in your pro bono cases and not the other client, the chiefdom?
Because that's what my father told me to do. I think I was very clear on it.
Okay.
So you're doing the will of your father, or you serving the people? Which one?
It is about my father. That is, like I told you from the beginning, right? How my father gave me property on Broad Street. You know, I will be happy to receive it, right? I'll be very happy. But he has said, do this for me whether I'm here or not. That I can't, I don't like to argue it for any reason.
So in your own humor feeling, we're not saying you shouldn't honor your father, what he told you, but in your own humor feeling now, you from the district that you know it comprises of another client and another chiefdom. Do you also think in the near future to represent these people in a pro bono cases like you're doing to your in Ninkria chiefdom?
I answered Alfonso. Apparently, you were not listening to me.
You
I
are
told you,
listening.
even in West Point, there are people, we call them indigents. They don't have money. Poor people. We represent them free of charge in the very Nima, other parts of Nima, in Saninkole, in Ganta, in Saklaipi. When we are called upon, when we know about them, we see your condition, we represent you free of charge. You getting there? But what the point I make? There are a lot of people from many things we can't talk about our clients here. But there are a lot of people from DKY inside there. I think they are from Blowley. They know what I did for them, and they are calling me to honor me. I say, oh, thank you, oh, thank you. You know, the people from our side are actually poor. When you are representing them, you transport yourself. If you will sleep in San Nicolas or Ganta, you pay for your own guest house. You feed yourself, and you come back. When we see your condition, yes, when we see your condition, if you don't have money, we go for your case free of charge. And the bottom line here is you should be resident.
Okay, that's great. That's great. We appreciate you for those services, but I still want to go back to the question that Alfonso asked you previously in regards to your role at Orange Liberia. Now, you working with Orange Liberia as a compliance officer. and you from a district that is heavily supplied by Lone Star Cell MTN, in your capacity as a compliance officer at Orange Liberia, have you advocated before for the people of the district so that Orange can expand its business in the district?
With all due respect, there are things I will not say on the show, especially when you bring in my employer.
No, I'm saying you
I'm
as
coming.
Tony.
I'm
And
coming. The records are in the district. You are from the district. You are a son of the district.
no, you're not
The
speaking
records
to
are
me
there.
personally. You're not speaking to me, but you're speaking to our followers, those that are listening to us. So maybe
I
they
mean,
don't know what you've been doing. What have been those advocacy role that you have played for them at Orange Liberia? So we want to know, have you in any way advocated for the district people so that Orange can expand its business in the district?
I will not comment on that. The district and the people in the district can answer you, and not me.
That's great. But if we continue with the show
I'm so
like
sorry.
this, I don't know whether you trying to make it this like
No.
a courtroom.
The invitation extended to me. Were you to mention that I will not appear on your show? The invitation extended to me was very clear.
You know
It
we
was
can. Okay,
very
no
clear.
problem. But let's dive into
So
this.
I will therefore also stick to what you wrote me to come here to talk about, and
Okay,
not Orange GSM.
let's dive
me.
in. Yeah.
So please welcome our brother DK Way. We've been biased to him. Yeah, he just sitting down watching. Oh, welcome, brother.
DK, welcome to the show. But earlier on today, DK said he will be
Yeah, so the federal the lawyer in studio is my brother from way down the line. So when he came and I was seeing him in the back, I think I want necessity to set up my comment. So we come a long way. Yeah, I told you guys the last time if somebody will speak on my behalf in my absence will be Anthony Many they say. So those are people that I know very well. So I just quick questions I wanted to ask before I let you guys manage the show. One would be we need to be careful because there are job ethics. The lawyer continued to say he will not speak about Orange Liberia. So maybe he code of conduct, his code of ethics, his professional menu, whatever that is like a work mandate from Orange Liberia is not allowing him to speak on days when he not authorized. So we can't keep pushing him. And we need to be careful because the guest we are interviewing is a lawyer. So then he will keep pushing us around and we will not get what we need for him. Having said that, welcome again, my dear brother. Ben, why? You know me, I know you very well, but because of the sake of this show, I wanted to ask a few questions. One would be you said Buya was not a district until 2011. So were you speaking on electoral district or administrative district?
Are you getting up, Mr. Sir? Mr. Sir?
His network is
Yes.
not reading.
Did you
I'm
get my
hearing
question?
you. Alfonso.
Okay. It's DK that asked you question. So whether you heard the question.
DK, if I got you correct, your question is whether or not Buya was administrative district before 2011. Am I correct?
Yeah, because your response was Buya was not a district until 2011. So my question to you, I just need a clarity. My is not an argument. So I was asking whether your response to that question was you were speaking in terms of Buya Ben an electoral district, or you were speaking as it was just for Ono Zoge, which is this territory district.
Okay,
or you
so
were
this is the
speaking on the
context.
administrative district status?
This is the context I am speaking from. When we were coming up, remember, I believe in our tradition. Aside from going to school, I found time to sit with our elders to know ourselves better. That's one thing I can always do every year. Before 2011, none of us here used to say I'm from Booyah. None of us. Even the administrative district that you're talking about, Booyah was not and is not administrative district within Lima. You need to get this. After the census in 2008, when 2011 election was approaching, NEC, Legis, they did a demarcation to give Lima additional districts. I think before then, Lima had 6 districts, 6 electoral districts. When they were demarcating our side, they discovered that Nyon and Negro can't go on their own to become district. Get Nyon and Negro general name. They call them Butu. Before the war, all the people from Negro, from Nyon, everywhere they went, where you from? I'm from Butu. So they say, okay, these people, they can't go on there, they can't be district. So what we do, let our yao to them and say, I think one or 2 times from we area there and made them district. That's how they derive the meanings of what I'm telling you is allergic. It's just our students are no longer reading. We believe in argument. All right. So Booyah, before 2011, it was not administrative district. It was not electoral district until 2011. From 2011, now we started hearing the name Booyah, where people are not even willing to call their own hometown now. Where you from? I'm from Booyah. That's the point I am making. You from I think right? You should be proud to call where you are from.
I'm from Yaonyade.
Good. So that's the
Yeah,
point.
but yeah, and Comrade Anthony, sorry, I'm not cutting you, but yes, our government. So yes, my you guys in the law, we call it dissenting opinion about your answer you provided. Administrative district is established by law. When you say it's tradition and meanings is allegiance, that's contradictions. Prove me wrong. You are the lawyer. Prove me wrong. Administrative district is established by law, and that law will be passed either at the both houses to establish an administrative district. I remember when Zoge, the entire Zoge the entire Zoge administrative district used to be one single district. Mr. Patrick Gombegon from Zonto used to control the entire Zoge as district commissioner. As district commissioner, that was, I remember for Charleston of time, when they created administrative district, the Zogbao, the portion of going towards Delegate, when they created 3 administrative district in Zoge Science district, then Pearson Boka, somebody from Butu became our first district commissioner. After Pearson, then came Mr. Daniel Zepe. So Booyah is an administrative district. Now, electoral district, if able to take your word for real, the electoral district now at Booyah as an electoral district was established in 2011. Now, the electoral district is different than an administrative district. That's why you see portion of 3 towns in Bio region was added to district number 5. So there's a difference between the administrative district and the electoral district. So I think your confusion here might be they created administrative district and differently, and they electoral district is created by the legislature because that 2011 stuff, Nima was a additional. Let me say this. In 25, in the 52nd legislature, there were 7 seats allocated to Nima. Now, when the census of 2018, Nima was to get additional 12 seats. That was fought. In fact, people from the Southeast and Bombay and the rest of the guy were going to have only one lawmaker. So they brought out proportional something and only gave 2 seats to Nima, one to Bon, one to Magidi, and one to Basso. And get 3, I think, and get 3 to Moserado. Moserado at the time had 14, they gave them 3, they went to 17. So electoral district creation or electoral district, it usually comes from populations and administrative district, whatever way is just created because politicians on Capitol Hill create administrative district. That's why you see in the South places like River G, Benku, they have more electoral administrative district than Nima. So that is created by politicians, and electoral district is the demarcation that NEC and census report and everything we establish for us. So have a good day, buddy. I just came to show face. Thank you for everything you're doing for our people. I know you very well. So I'm busy, but I just had to come and support my own lawyer. Know that you are well
Please,
for me at pro bono, so I just want to pay my respect. Thank you so kindly, Chief.
please, before you go,
Don't
thank you. Yeah, I don't want him to go because he brought a lot of issues. Now, I will ask you a question, but let me provide clarity to you. 2005 that you mentioned, 2005 that you mentioned. During 2005 election, we had just 6 districts. And the 6th district we had, they dealt with the statutory district. The confusion we are having here, or I would say you are having here, is you want to understand the difference between or among statutory district, administrative district, and that of electoral district. We need to get a clear understanding, then we can proceed. Now, this is my question to you, D. I have 2 questions. The first one is this. Are you saying before 2005, Nima had administrative district that was called Booyah? Is that what you're telling me?
So, like I said, the electoral district in 2005, the lawmaker who came in 2006 were 7. Forget about that territory district. In 2006, 2005 election to 2006, Nima had 7 seats. When they apportioned, they gave all the additional 2 seats. The 2 seats created, portion of it created Saninkole Man and district number 1. I see Saninkole and Ganta had to count on her own. The
No,
portion of Saninkole went to Berlin. Hold on, council, hold on. That Zogel was very large. Zogel was very large, and Zogel was divided. You talking about electoral district, they divided Zogel 2 times and created because of our population, we went on our own. Yes, in 2005, Walier became district. They go back. Walier was one of the lawmakers. The even Kwa was one of the lawmakers that replaced that inland woman I think for secretary that passed. Then every gay were another lawmaker, that's 3. Jason Findo were another, that's 4. Mr. Fangalo, Edwin Fangalo, that's number 5. Then you have Francis P, that's number 6. Then you have Rebecca Non Kido. So where are we? You have 7 seats. So the 7 seats were just electoral
DK, this is my
districts.
question that you are not answering. DK, this is the question you are not answering. I am saying what you telling me is by 2005, we had administrative district that was called Booyah. That is my question. That is the clarity I want from you.
So I'm saying yes. I'm saying yes because
That is wrong.
okay,
But
hold
I
on
got
now.
your point.
If yeah, so listen, if Booyah was not a district, how can we have district commissioner? Because
DK,
Mr. Daniel,
the name Booyah.
hold on, bossman. So
You
government
question, let me answer
give
you.
position government just create position without. So how can Daniel Sekpe become commissioner. How can
DK,
PSC Bowman from your Buto became district commissioner?
DK,
Yes.
no part of Liberia history, absolutely no part of Liberia history before 2011, the name Buya was never in the Republic of Liberia. I want
No,
to be on record for that.
listen,
Before
bossman,
2011, the name Buya,
Council, I'm not disagreeing with you. Okay, so
the name
you
Buya was
tell me,
never in
no,
the
I
Liberia
agree. Let
history.
me agree with
Whether
you for the
as
sake of this argument.
electoral district, yeah, administrative district.
You-
That's
no,
I want to set that record straight.
so no, but
I want to set it
you still
straight.
confusing this. You
You
still
say Nima
confusing this,
has
Council.
seven how you call it, district by 2000 and
I said electoral.
I'm not
There's
confusing you.
difference between
You
this.
are saying Nima had seven how you call it, districts during 2005 election. That is not true.
So
Nima
there were
has
how many?
6.
There were how
Nima
many?
has
So
6.
there were
6.
there were 3 created.
After the census, after
Mm-hmm.
2008 census,
Mm-hmm.
when 2011 election was approaching, they did a
Uh-huh.
demarcation.
Okay,
Everything I'm
so
telling you, the
bossman,
records are there.
bossman,
Yeah, I'm coming now.
that killed the thing. How many
Let
lawmakers?
me
How
end.
many lawmakers were representing Nima in 2006?
In 2006, the total lawmaker, there were 8, 2 senators, 6 representatives.
Bossman, no, they were 7.
Okay, for the sake of argument, let's proceed. The records are there. The thing
No,
we're talking, you can
what,
get it from
no,
your
what I
own,
want you to
from your
know
own
is in
employer career
2000,
building.
in the 2011, listen, Boston, in 2011,
Gina,
Mosorado, they get
Gina,
added 3 seats to
just
Mosorado
Google it.
and added 2
Nima
to Nima.
representative 2006. Just Google it.
Okay,
Just easy.
for today's show, like DK said, he came to just show faith to support his Anthony, and I think DK has already left, but maybe probably will be joined by somebody who will want to make his input. Again, Anthony, Elijah, we want to say thank you for joining the show this evening. We want to say thank you to all of our followers who are following this evening. If you just joining, listening to the Heat Hour here on BKS TV. This is just exactly what the Heat Hour was meant for, to disagree and agree respectfully. Now, coming back to our discussion, Anthony, we have an upcoming by-election in the district. The election commissioner have announced the date of the by-election to be April 22. Now, the biggest question, I don't want to beat around the bush, but the biggest question is, will you contest?
NEC has not declared campaign opening, or there is nothing we have here for candidate nomination. So at this stage, I can't speak. I can't tell you I will contest in 2025 by election. Aside from that, contesting in any election, it is about the people. The people are the one who decide. They decide and say, look, we want you to do this for us. We want you to do that for us. But right now, until NEC can come up to say candidate nomination is open, I can't say anything.
But the dates have been set up for candidate nomination. If you follow the guidelines of the election commission, the date have been set up. Now we are asking you, have you in any way contemplated on contesting in this election?
From my end, I don't have interest in government job. I as a person.
Okay.
But again, we live in a society wherein we got to listen to people. You see your recommendation to me that do not represent only people from your and Nikwa, represent people from Buya. You are saying Buya, and I told you, no, I'm representing even people from every part of Liberia once you are poor. So the people are the one who will decide John Brown should contest, Peter Paul should contest.
So we've been following Anthony Elijah. We also been following fans of Anthony Elijah. And we've been seeing a couple of social media engagement, social media posts, and they have been solely political. But you now telling us on this media, on this platform, that you are not, involved, or you are not interested in government job. So what if today, maybe someone from Butu or elders from Butu petition you to contest?
Before I answer your question, what is your definition of when they say we have an organization that is called Friends of Junior? What do you think?
I mean, the Friends of Junior could be in so many different ways, but the Friends of the Friends of Elijah, many they say that we are seeing, they are political. And I've been following most of the posts on Facebook. Even of recent, May 20, I saw a post from Friends of Elijah, and it was highly political. I think it was a political engagement. So
what was the content of the post? What qualifies it to be political? Okay.
Well,
maybe you can name few.
The caption was political, and I think you said before. Come in.
You said it was political. So I am saying, what makes it to be political?
And I'm saying
what you saw. Yeah, let's get the caption.
The caption was highly political, but I don't want to go into that. If you say
no, Junior, you are the host of this show. If you're coming out with an allegation, there should be some level of proof. Because you don't make people to. I'm a lawyer, right? If you will treat me like this, the next time you invite me, I will not come. You have said you saw Friends of Elijah posting something, and what Friends of Elijah posted, it was political. So you remember, you get many people who are monitoring you. You need to state what makes Friends of Elijah post political.
Good.
Then you
so
say
if you see on my screen, a post on my Friends of Elijah on the 20th of April.
But not readable. Maybe you can read it. What I'm interested in is what qualifies Friends of Elijah post to be political.
So I would take one sentence from this post. According to this sentence, it says, we began a few months ago and started building a team beyond politics.
We started building a team a few months ago beyond politics.
When we started. And I don't want to read everything that I have here, but I do believe.
No, what qualifies it to be political? Once you say it, I will not have problem. We're here beyond politics. Let me clarify that for you and others that may have doubt. Okay, now we live in a society wherein people, the perception, assume people hear friends of. All right, when people hear friends of in our country, the general idea is this person wants to be representative. This person wants to be this. Let me, for the sake of the public, let me say this, open it to all of you. When Senator Johnson was alive, the first person who ever approached me about government job was Prince Johnson. Right after 2017 election, he called me. And for Prince Johnson to call someone and offer you a job, many people were running to Prince Johnson for a job. I did not run to him. He called me to go and work for government. Many of our brothers and from the side, they know the story. I told him, no, I'm not interested. I don't want government job. I'm comfortable to where I am. In fact, I'm even planning to go to school. I rejected that. When Joseph Boakai then they won the election, before the election, Harris Johnson, my own big brother, he came, call us for meeting to RIA Highway. We were many from our end who were there. We spoke. Jerry told all he wants our support. And as soon as I spoke, I said, I'm supporting Gongo. I will not support you. When I spoke, Jerry called Harris attention and said, Harris, that boy has something great in him. I want him on my team. We will work together. And I told him, I'm committed to Team Gonglo. I'm not supporting anyone. He said, why a Gonglo will not make it as second round? I said, I will not support anybody. It means I will not even vote. I will stay home. And I did that. After their election, Jerry, why people again running to Jerry? Jerry called me. He called me to come and work for government. And I said, no, I was not interested. I don't want to work for government. Representative Koga, now senator, I opened a campaign against him. Koga won the election.
We are coming to that side.
No, Koga won the election. And then the first call I received when we opened the court in Nema, the meeting of court, as soon as I came from Nema, I entered my, it was Koga who called me. Do you want this position? And I told him with all due respect, I don't want to work for government. So the point I'm trying to make here, all of us, we have our constitutional right to political participation. And I can do my politics openly. I'm not afraid of anyone. I am not afraid of, if I want to contest, I'm qualified, I'm capable, I have everything. In fact, somebody lawmaker, I can tell you, I'm better than some of the people who went in our house. And you know that for fact. But I am not at this stage. I do not have interest in government job. At the appropriate time, maybe we'll get there. That's the point I'm making to you.
Great. So we understand now that even the by-election, we can say that you won't be contesting in the by-election for now. That's why
I'm not
for
conclusive. It is about the people. You have your right. You have your right to understand it any way you want to. But the key
so
to
now,
my
next question to you is, what if the people do not come to support you? You campaign against the current senator openly, and I saw some of your posts. And I think one of the messages you were preaching was that you do not want any more by-election within the district, that government fundings should be spent on another thing. You don't want any other by-election within the country. Now, if and only if you are not contesting in the by-election in district number 5, will you be willing to support any other candidate if they reach out to you to do so?
I can't tell you I will support any other candidate. I have many close relatives in a election. Some are qualified and competent, but I don't think I will support anyone in the coming election. I don't think so. I look for certain things in people in terms of leadership. That's why you continue to see an open campaign against Koga. He's not a leader that the country deserves. But again, it is unfortunate. That's why the country is underdeveloped.
Now, I want us to really focus. I want us to focus on this. I don't know whether since the election you've appeared on any other radio station or any other TV station to verse out this, or the campaign was only done on Facebook. Why do you think that Senator Koga is not really qualified, as you've been saying on your social media platform?
Booyah will answer that. The condition of our people.
We want you to speak to that.
The first thing about Koga is this. Koga is one of those who jump from class to class. We need leaders that our children will learn from.
When you say jump from class to class, what do you mean?
Koga did not graduate from high school. He can't enter college.
Okay.
He was in Danane. In 10th grade when Taylor then won the election here. A brother who was at how you call it, national security, he called him and get him job from there. He never went to school again. Look at see Koga CV. Koga said in his CV, he graduated from high school 1987, 1988. And the year he mentioned, at that time, we have only one academic year. It never appeared 1987, 1988. If you graduated in 1987, it means you graduated in 1987. It was not like today. You know, to lie, it can be, once you lie, to detect that you lying, it's easy. He put it on Facebook that he graduated in maybe you were small at it. I was not even big at the time. I did not go to school at that time. But everybody in the country that can read history, you will get to know that if you graduated in 1987, it means you graduated in 1987. If you graduated in 1988, you will say 1988. In Kogasi, you are taking it to be like today. And because we get people like Koga, our children, most of our children, they don't want to go to school, which is not good for us. Where we are from, there are many smart people. We need leaders that will be examples. That will be examples for our children. And when you put bad leader into power, the followers will be like that leader. See the school system in Nima. It backing my argument that Koga did not graduate from high school. We get only 2 high schools in the district. When Koga ready to distribute money to people like he get banked to a horse, he can't focus on the 2 high schools to make it better. In fact, right now we get one. We got the other one. The other one we have is semi high school. Maybe this year they carry it to 12 grade. They want in Blowley. Every time they go for national exam, they can't pass. They can't pass. The real condition, it will speak for you. If you can go in a district, you will see it.
I mean, Anthony, you are an attorney, and you know, I think you know very well the 3 cardinal responsibilities of a lawmaker. If I want you to speak to that as well.
Okay. You know why we have lawmakers? You know the background that we have lawmakers. The reason we have
listening to you.
The reason we have representatives, all of us can come from Bowie out there and go to Capitol Building to make our voice heard for what is affecting us, for national government to come to us. That's why we elected representatives. In fact, we have argument when we were in high school. We used to debate and say, look, this thing, we should not even call our representative. We should say the people's representatives. If, for instance, we get high school in Butuo that is lack of many qualified and competent teachers, Koga has that authority to get to a colleague and invite the Minister of Education. Why is it that Butuo Central High does not have physics teacher, for example? And ensure that Butuo Central High School has physics instructors. It is in our constitution. Equal opportunity when it comes to job and education. Koga fail us. And you know that you are a student. He never one day flagged the issues that are affecting our people. You understand? That is his oversight responsibility. He failed to do that. Koga never introduced any bill in our that will benefit our people, wherein our needs are many. Look at the other senator in Nima, the kind of bill that they can present. You give it them to the township. What's the benefit? What is the benefit? Are they really thinking? That's not that I have personal issue with him. He called, in fact, 2 people that respect me to that end. When Prince Johnson was living, he used to call me his father. I was really we went for one meeting to Prince Johnson for one evening. When I got there, he said, oh, these people then, the man people, they are all father. He gathered from his seat for me to say that. I say, oh, say that, yeah, thank you. Just say that we laugh.
Now,
they respect me, including Koga. but the job is big for him. That is my
You
point.
said Koga didn't graduate from high school. How did he enroll into university according to you?
That's a challenge for our school system. People, the same way, maybe World Trade Center then here, and anybody can get document from there.
Don't you think you are speculating against? Because I know universities.
Nobody in this country that graduated from high school 1987, 1988. Nobody. Yes.
So you've been against this issue of bad governance, bad leadership, and you pointing fingers, or you pointing out Senator Koga that he's not qualified to be a senator, not a representative.
No.
Okay,
How
can you
can I
say
say he's not qualified? You see, when it comes to qualification, our laws provides what qualifies you, and NEC is the one that can qualify you. The fact that NEC qualifies it means he's qualified. But we get difference between competence and qualification. You getting me? I can
So
get
you
job
think he's
here.
not competent?
He's not. He's not competent. That the result
Now-
is in Booyah. We don't have, our students are not learning.
You have flagged out this issue. You also have another by-election coming up within the district that you are from. How do you think the people of district number 5 can go about to handle this issue of a competency, someone who will represent them personally?
You see, Jion, our country is frustrating. And people like you and myself, it can be painful for us. If it can be painful for you, maybe you're different. But people who are fighting to go to school, when these things are happening, it means we don't have future. It means, in fact, going to school, no need for you to go to school. It means no need for you to go. The way our people can vote, people vote, they will tell you, yeah, we know you can do the job, but actually, you can't live and you can't buy a bag of rest. They may be buying bag of rest for us through. All this may be with us through, but we know that you better. You can do the job. And the fact that they can look into your face, and tell you these things, it means that what they will do. It means that what they will do. So our people, get me right, our people, they are not ungrateful people. They cannot let people down. The main thing our people want, someone who is always with them. That's what I observe about our people. They are not ungrateful. John, you just come in today, and Alfonso has been with them through, or whether Alfonso has or not, they will go after Alfonso because they know Alfonso is always with them. So what I want from our people is, while we are pushing for competence,
What's going on?
Jeff.
Yeah. I mean, the show is interesting tonight.
He actually defensive because he kind of like thinking about a background as a lawyer always defensive. But again, we will try to ask him a few questions, and welcome to one of our brother. He say Yan Vulele.
Yes, Volula.
Oh, Vulule.
Volule.
Oh, okay, Vulule.
Yeah.
Okay. That one
Yeah,
that
welcome to
will
the
leave.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. Is the honorable man still on?
Yeah, he's on. He's trying to set up his network. Let me ask my last question, and then maybe we can turn it over to Yan and Alfonso, then we can let the honorable man to go.
Okay.
Anthony Sewa. Anthony Elijah, sorry. Anthony, are you there? He has gone again in the back. But I really want to understand this because he's from the legal background, right? If you are saying that a sitting senator didn't go to school, he didn't graduate, have you in any other way make maybe some other inquiries on the
Can you hear
back?
me?
I think Vulula want to make some comment here.
Come in, Vulule.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're getting you.
You're clear. Go ahead. I think Yantu is having a network issue. Like Afonso, like I was saying, I really want the Anthony to come back because if I'm saying that Afonso didn't graduate from school and he just went and enrolled into university, first of all, having a university degree, we have to question that. We have to question it. I will go to find my evidences as a lawyer. I will go to find my evidences and bring it against you. Anthony, are you back?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, that's great. Now, we have other people joining the show. Yeah, we are glad to have you back. We have people joining the show. They want to ask you some questions, but let me conclude on my segment here. I think maybe you want to leave. We don't know. But my follow-up question to you is that you have rectified these shortcomings within our district as an attorney and a seasoned, educated person. How do you think we can overcome this? And in the past elections, all of those that contested, who do you think was the most competent candidate over Senator Koga? And the people decided to choose Senator Koga, according to your example that you said.
So I think if you can follow me, I always like to take side in election, and I want to encourage you and others. Political participation is key for the growth and development of our country. We should do it with maturity. It is very key. Do not sit back and see the way the country is heading. I will not get involved with politics. The people will be making decisions for you. You and I, the way forward, you and I should be the change. We should educate our people back. But here's the unfortunate part. The part that when we reach those, sometimes we can be emotional. You and I were supposed to, let me tell you this, Gian. If I don't know which town you are from. I don't know which town you are from. But if you left from Monrovia and went in your home, you talk to the people there. Many of them will listen to you. Our people are respectful. We're supposed to carry the change. We are the same people that will go and tell the people, look, let's vote for the man because the man send you data, the man transported you to go. And some of them demand can even be before I do something with my family. That you and I job. That's not one person job. Always speak. Don't be fearless. If you want to see the kind of change, speak. It will help some people. That is it. And be open up when people say something to you too, to accept it and do it with respect. That's the only way that I see. Get there, you tell the people the truth.
Now,
Every time.
yeah, the follow-up question that I asked to that was you said Senator Koga, while he was representative, he was not competent. And even being a senator again, he's not competent. But I saw that you took a side in the senatorial election. Now, my question to you is,
all right,
in the past elections within the districts, Senator Koga have contested. Now, who do you think was the competent candidate over Senator Koga?
During 2011 election, you have this woman there from Yao area there. The one who got a hospital or the health center.
Yeah, where to? Peter Weto.
Peter Weto. You have Bokwa. You have Bokwa. You have Boris. These are people in my mind. These are people that can put. Look, there's a difference between what you want to do and what you're capable of doing. We get big difference. What you're able to do, what you're capable of doing. You, John, you may want to be president, but you don't know the job. So, in my mind, to answer your question directly, Weto, Bokwa, what the other name I call? I think I got 3, eh? I got 3. What the other person? Anyway, so at least
You said, yeah. Now,
Boris.
Valier. Now, bringing me back to my previous question that I asked you today, that you said, no, you cannot do so. What if these 3 people that you just listed, they are contesting in this upcoming by-election? Will you support any of them?
The discussion is about the people. What my people would say and what I would tell them, we all sit down on round table, we conclude. I can listen to my people can listen to me. You know, political decision, especially someone like me, shouldn't be making decisions for my one. You know that.
Okay, let's go to Mr. Yan. Mr. Yan, welcome.
Yes. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Pei and Womba. Wonga, okay. Yeah. And to our honorable man in studio. Honorable man,
I don't know you.
Yeah, I'm Jan Volule. My name is Jan Volule. I'm from Indiana, specifically from the United States.
Oh, good to see you, Jan.
Yeah, and I want to say tonight you didn't come here to interview us, but you came for us to interview you. Yeah, you came for us to interview you. So when we ask you a question, please do the audience a favor to, for you to answer the question directly instead of coming back to asking us a question on top of the question they ask you. I don't think you're doing the audience a favor tonight on that. So the day you want to come to interview the host, then that one is a different thing. But tonight you are here for you to be interviewed, not the host being interviewed. So my question tonight, you are saying a lot of things that is confusing to me, and I know I'm not just alone. I know the audience too are confused tonight. 1 minute you don't want government job. Another minute, or if the people say. So my question is, I know if you're listening. My question is, has the people petition you, or has the people call upon you? Has the people call upon you to contest in this by-election? Because you say if the people petition you. So that's my first question. Please, I want you to go directly to the question and answer it. If the people have petitioned you, or some of the people in the district have they called upon you to contest in the by-election. You gotta be direct to the audience. That the audience don't. We are not on interrogation or desk here for you to interrogate us. Please don't interrogate us. Answer the question that the audience digest your answer. Because you are a public figure, you representing the people, you need to answer questions that the people understand where you stand in this election.
I think he just went off. When you come back, you try to answer that. Yeah. So saying he just went off, let's try to come back.
Yeah, but I hope you all understand what I'm saying. The background.
I understand you.
Yeah.
I understand you.
Because your point is clear. Because even me, I believe that the Anthony himself is not answering the question the way we want him to answer them. He keep beeping around the bush. You are saying that you are not, happy with government job because you don't want to go to government. You want to stay to the private sector where you are satisfied. And another minute you are saying you will go to consult the people to do this, to do that. I'm not really getting the point, but
I'm not getting the point either.
I'm hopeful that when he comes back, he will answer that question to all of our satisfaction. We want to know.
When
he has not said anything clear on the platform tonight. He all over the place. When you ask him that one, he will go to Jerusalem and come back to Liberia, which is not fair to our audience.
when the people come in politics, they want to play smart games where people, we are just sitting down doing some research on some of your session, but we try to how to call the question here. Then he come back, we just pray he come back. When he started with that Booyah issue, it was not the actual issue we call him for. So I didn't want to go in it deep, but he was extra wrong. We'll do research, you will know that Booyah exists as a district even before 1997 election.
We will discuss that another day.
Yeah.
So we can conclude. But while we are waiting,
you can see clearly that the Anthony Institute tonight have a political ambition in the district. You can see clear. So you don't need a psychologist to come and psychologize that. You can see it clear that he have a political ambition, but he has something that he's lacking, that he don't want to come clear to the people. Come clear to the people. Nothing wrong with you declaring your intention. You are a citizen, you are entitled to that, but don't come and just be beeping around the bush and confusing people around here. And you will be doing justice to your followers too, to come and just tell them that, yes, this is what I want to do.
Hopefully he comes back to maybe give us some more clarities on that. But again, in our headlines today, maybe you were not following the show. The Criminal Code C in Monrovia today ruled in favor of the government prosecutor to take the case to trial. So the preliminary hearing today finished, and the judge ruled in favor of the prosecutor, and the case has been sent to Criminal Code A. And hopefully we will be hearing from Criminal Code A very soon. But right after the hearing today, journalists interview the Solicitor General of Liberia, and he has this to say. We want to play that, and maybe we can have our one or two on the interview from today. But we are expecting the Anthony to appear back so that we can have this discussion and complete it with him. Anthony, if you are listening, you need to come back so we can maybe try to wrap it up with you. Please. So, Evanso.
Yeah. And I think before we can't wait for him, we need to be discussing the other issues. When he come back, maybe we'll go back to him. So
Thanks so much. You can.
So this is the Attorney General of the Republic of Liberia. He spoke to the press today right after the preliminary hearing, and he had a lot of things to say. So let's listen to him, and after that we can have our one or two saying on that in 3 minutes.
Link for the preliminary. Thanks so much. You can see that from the beginning of this process, now only today, from the onset, we have built a prosecution that will now point a wrong finger behind a wrong person. We must make sure that the investigation is very thorough, very thorough, to the extent that when we say you are the doer of the act, there should be nothing else. What we have done is that we are going to go after people who are suspected to be the committer of any offense, to make sure that the evidence is cogent, conclusive, and the evidence must meet all the quality of tests of evidence. And so we brought these people to court. We are not pretending about it. Evidence are overwhelming, and those who collected the evidence, those are trained, tested, and well-informed people in the criminal justice system. They have made no mistake, and you will see it from now on. we are going to hold those who went our sacred house. Now, this is a state house. This is where the decision comes from. This is the board of directors of our government. They make the decision. They do the expenditure. They determine what the president make. They determine what we make our prosecutor. When that house, it means we are bringing the government to its knees. So we're not taking their case for granted. That is why the evidence we collected is not ordinary evidence. It meets the test of prima facie. And that is why the judge ruled. You heard the judge ruling. The ruling is well informed, and we are going to follow. In fact, what you are seeing is more. You will see from now on, this was not ordinary something. We had local investigator. They did proper job. We are international investigator. They also help the local investigator. So what we have is not just ordinary something. We are investigating this case to its very, very best.
Okay, as now the court has ruled in your favor, the matter will now be transferred to criminal court A. What next for the state?
The next thing is to make sure that we draw the indictment, which is almost about to be conclusive, and the indictment will be very, very conclusive. While you heard that there will be nothing that will be changed. Only other thing that we believe should be into the indictment will be added.
How can you disabuse the public number from this issue about the oversource evidence that having to do with the social media or the video? Because many believe that it is a plenty you have. What can you say about this?
Well, let me tell you something. I'll say something to you. Most of the lawyers believe that we do the law outside of the court. And so that is why it has been very difficult for me to take public stage, for me to appear before the press to talk. Because when we are discussing, we discuss law in court. When you leave the court, you come out to discuss to people like the lawyers are making the public to believe that this evidence that is in court is different from the evidence that they are presenting up. It becomes a different issue. When you have evidence, go to court, argue in court, present the evidence before the court. What you say out is something from your perspective. And that is why most of the lawyers here believe. It's unfortunate that most of the time they don't hold some of the lawyers for contempt of court. Because when the case is ongoing, the case is sub judice. You cannot leave the court to come and discuss the case out and discuss the merit of the case to deceive the public for a reason best known to whoever lawyer that is involved in that. We are lawyers that are trained, tested, and we do the right legal process in court, not out.
Now, Mr. SG, the case has been transferred, and during the hearing, defense took an exception. How do you intend bringing others that are connected to the case that are out of the country, because there are more suspects that were named in the matter?
Well, that is within our reach. We can't discuss most of the things over air because if we did so, maybe some of the people that we are not arrested may run away. But all of the people, most of the people that were involved, they have been got. They are almost all of them are gotten. But what I want to say further is, you heard the evidence, you listen to the evidence. Instead of people raising money to build school, raising money to deal with the issue of the instead of raising money for all to deal with the issue of our children that are challenged, physically challenged, who are not in school, who are being drug users, people are raising money and grouping people to come and burn the sacred house. That is very, very, very disappointing to us. All of all, and everywhere many persons should know by now, the impunity, the culture of impunity are subject matter that should be behind us. And if they don't believe that, from now on, they will see what will be the process in Liberia.
Just before we take leave for you for the account, you strongly believe that you have a strong and prima facie evidence to go to the grand jury to obtain true bail.
Beside me, as prosecutor, even the defendant, some of whom are lawyers, believe that the case the prosecution have is something that it cannot be overcome. It can be overcome.
So which term of court do you expect?
Where we are.
Alfonso, Mr. Nya, you listen to the Solicitor General. This is another big win for the Republic. This is a big win for the solicitor. This is a big win for the government of Liberia. The entire pre-trial phase of this thing, the defendant were trying to kick the case out to make us believe that there were no case there to take to court or to take for trial. But now, the criminal code C have ruled in favor of the prosecutor, the solicitor, who is the prosecutor. Now, where do you see this case going? At first, we saw the former speaker, Jonathan Fonati Kofa. After each hearing, he will come to the public to say the prosecutor does not have any tangible evidence against the defendant. So they are just trying to make up cases. Now, my question I've been asking myself since the prosecutor general spoke today and since the ruling came out is that why is it that Fonati Kofa told us from the beginning that there were no tangible evidence for this case, and he believed that the case will be kicked out, but now the case has been transferred to Criminal Code A that have jurisdiction to hear the case? What do you think is going on here? Let's hear you, Ian.
Yeah, first of all, we want to condemn the criminal act at the Capitol building. We want to condemn that. That is our nation's symbol, the symbol of our nation. The Capitol building for them, it is a gross in disgust to see our Capitol building on fire. I want to publicly condemn that. And it is our fervent prayer that whoever hands in that burning of the Capitol building should be prosecuted and sent to jail. That is set a caveat to other lawmakers out there that you will not just wake up tomorrow and do stuff because you have the titles of a lawmaker for you to walk away free. So I commend the government for taking on the case, and we pray that the government do it transparently for those who did that act to come to prosecution. So I have nothing to say. We are watching the process, and we want the prosecutor, the prosecutor, to do their due diligence of doing the right thing to bring whoever did that out to justice.
I mean,
Let the rule of law take its course.
Definitely. But before you close up on this segment, I've almost asked everyone this question about this Capitol building thing, and I want to ask you too. Do you think if the executive would have stepped in at the previous stage of this entire saga, where they were having Hoy and Poole, who owns the speakership and all of that?
Can you hear me?
I'm getting you. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, he's having a network problem.
No, I don't think you will.
I'm sorry, I'm in the traffic. I will soon be home.
Okay, that's great. I don't know whether the Antonio will join back or not, but if you are getting me, I'm asking you this question. Do you think if the House of Legislature, if they were not going to get involved into this speakership thing, do you think we were going to get at the point where we burn down the Capitol building? Your mic is muted.
I don't think he's getting you.
Yeah, so Alfonso, let's hear you. I think.
Yeah, are you getting him?
I'm getting you now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was asking you. Do you, if we were going to settle this entire speakership thing, where we were fighting for who to be speaker, Richard Nangbe-Kung or Fonati Kofa, do you think if the Council of Churches or the elders of Liberia or the executive could have stepped in at that period, do you think we are going to reach at the stage where we burn down the Capitol building?
I feel that the president being an experienced person, I feel that he listened to the wrong advice. He should have seized the movement from the beginning and step up and take care of that. But again, it was a political issue, everybody want their own interest. Everybody want to, gain a political point from that movement. They didn't see this coming. But I feel that the president didn't do, enough to seize that movement.
That's great. Efanso, let's hear you.
Oh yeah, John, I listened to the prosecutor, the prosecution, and I mean, in fact, it's ongoing. I don't see it as a win for the government, but I just see it as the beginning of the case on the part of the government, because the city court could not, go through such a case because it's a criminal case, so it had to be handled by a criminal judge. So the criminal judge or court is the criminal code A, so they had to go there to study. So one thing, I mean, what I would say to them is, or what I have to say here is that they should, in totality, get all of their evidences in tight so that they can present. And the way they presented, at the city court, shouldn't be the way they will be presenting at the criminal code A, because the police officer was like, I mean, some of the presentation was like a little bit lazy. You need to double the effort up, because if we're in a very strong court, they would have defeated them in that presentation. Unlike the following person that was a little bit harsh, Funati said it. He said the men were not going to the bathroom fast in the other one because the men were providing the actual evidence now. It was not easy. So, but then they should actually be on top of information when they go to criminal court A to stand their ground, to see, because majority of the evidences they did not present it in criminal court C, I mean, or in the city court. So they had to, try to carry that. But the question you just asked, if the president has stepped into this, whether you're not going to reach the far,
Efanso, I don't want you to bring separation of power in this thing. The president is like, he knows. I don't have to point you.
The separation of power here, we're looking at it. What I'm thinking of, with all of the experience you have,
Is Efanso having an internet problem?
No.
Maybe
I don't have internet problem. Maybe because you're moving
from outside.
Yeah, because you're moving, that's the reason. So, like I was saying, the president, in his own wisdom, thought that every branch of government have their hair, and the hair going to settle every dispute. So he could not. Yeah, it are not happening in any part of the world, so you can't compare with Liberia. No part of the world, even here in America, not happy.
The Council of Churches, right after the entire Capitol building saga, they went about to certificate, giving the highest award to the current speaker, Richard Nangwe-Kung. They awarded him. Now, my question I've been asking myself is that if you can take the time to award a speaker that have, created, for me, as I would say, he created a chaos. And he admitted to that. When he went to his township, he said, he apologized to the people openly, where he said that, I'm sorry for everything that we caused in the Capitol building. He said he's sorry for that. Now, the Council of Churches, representing an independent body within the country, they could have stepped in. They could have said, Richard, look, we have a country of law. We also have a country of tradition. It has to be like this. It has to be like this. But waiting for the Capitol building to get brand first, and you taking the highest award that you have to give it to an individual that created this entire saga, I believe that they didn't do us justice. For me, I personally believe so.
Joe, it just hard to say. It just hard to say the way you say it. It just hard to say. So, the Council of Churches themselves, behind closed door, with the Senate, they are there doing their work, but they cannot stop those kind of proceeding in the lower house. In no other way, they can't stop it. But they will have to call them party by party to talk behind closed door. They now have to be coming public to be saying it. Similarly, even the executive, there are some members that have been doing their closed door work. But the people in the judiciary themselves, the people always say when the matter comes to us, leave it, we will solve it. But when you say the play where I would differ with you a bit is that the current speaker, is the reason for all of these things that happen. For me, I would say no. The reason come on. From the onset of the whole thing, nobody was hearing Rachel Kuhn from the beginning.
No,
The whole stuff started when no guy had a petition to present in our place. When those who were on the side of Kofa noticed that no guy was coming with something, the impeachment, how to call it, resolution, and they didn't want that thing to happen, and they block it. That's where the thing started. So the person who are here now, Rachel Kuhn, you had to be
Richard, listen. What happened down was a calculated mastermind. Because everybody, okay, Anthony is back. Hopefully. While we are waiting for his network to stand properly.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, we are hearing you, but I think you have to turn on your camera.
Yes. Sorry. My network just dropped and that was it.
So we
there's no network compliance here.
The other guests, right? I think your station is somehow unfair. You invited me. That is, if he's with you, if he's working with you, then you are somehow unfair. The invitation extended to me. You said we're going to have discussion on Booyah by-election. Am I right, Jim?
Yes, sir.
Then I see no reason why he should attack me, that I shouldn't question you. If we are having discussion, you should question me, I question you.
But we see you as one of the prominent figures within the district. We see you as one of the promising sons from the district, and we believe that you have influence over this coming by-election. But with some of the questions that we've been asking you, I mean, the show is really on a voice of BKS in Butu, and most of the folks in the districts are listening to you. But most of the question we are asking in regards to the by-election, you are not really answering us as compared or to our satisfaction or the listener satisfaction, because most of them typing in the comment section, and we are seeing the comments. So we want you to just be exact to the question answering. And for me, I know Anthony Elijah. I've been following his work. But our mothers, our fathers that are in the district, there are some places that you have not been before, or they have not heard of you before. And maybe they want to know more about this Elijah. That's why you saw we asked you the question, why is it that you single-handedly figure out the part that you will only represent the Nyor clan and that of the Apostle, please help me with the next clan.
Nikwea.
Anthony, are you there? So now it makes those that are listening to the radio, our mothers that are listening to the radio, they probably might be saying that no, Elijah will not single-handedly say he will represent Nyor and Nikwea, and he's proud to say it because his father told him so. But he's not making an emphasis to say, yes, I also represent my other people too from the other side. But based on my father, quest to me, I will do this, I will do that. But I think it's a wonderful show, and we want to continue with the question. I asked you previously, if you are to go back to 2011, 2017 elections, you said there were few people that you thought were so competent over Senator Koga. Now, the just ended election, the 2023 election, we had someone who came second to Senator Koga in the representative election, which is Koto Kwagu. And now we are hearing rumors that Koto Kwagu will be contesting. And you openly have been against someone who is not competent. Do you think Koto Quagru is competent to represent the people of district number 5 if he's contesting?
So let me address you again. You know, I understand that the process of communicating is difficult, but I like to be clear. I can't pretend I don't have my feelings. Your question, a fancy question was or is, why say that I want to represent Uneyo and Nikwea? And my answer was very clear. I have said, my father told me, I want you to be a lawyer. Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Okay. Should you become a lawyer, whether in my presence or in my absence? I want you to represent the people of Nyo and Nikwea free of charge. I said, yes.
Yeah, thank you, Anthony. I want you to go to this.
Coming. You made a point. I got to address it. You see?
Okay.
That's so, and I told you that is his will. I must honor it. However, I am representing people from other parts of Liberia, including the district, and the testimonies are there. I even said example on people from Broly who want to honor me. I said, right now I'm busy, based on what we did for them. It is unfortunate that you are just on the internet. You are not in the district. No,
I mean, I'm not currently in Liberia, so
I know that's what I say. You are. That's what I say. You are on the internet. Some of the people, when they see me and they are appreciating me, I can be surprised that I don't know you. Yeah, my son was for display and you interviewed. All right. And my appearance, they've been hearing about me. Every time I enter in, when they see me and someone say, "And that a minute they're talking about," then they can say, "Minute they put my name," you know, I can laugh. So we are open up to our people. We are open up to our people. When my father was living, we never have a booyah. We never have booyah. Apparently, if we have booyah, he would have said booyah.
Anthony, for the sake of time.
To the point. And yeah, the other comment you made about 2017 election, how I didn't do this, I didn't do that. 2017 election, I told Stan, if you don't know, I supported Riley Myers. It was through Riley Myers that Senator Johnson and myself we even became closer. I supported him bigly. So that is say about 2017. 2023 election, I did not support anyone. I campaigned against Une Koga. I did not even vote there. I already saying Bolle. I didn't go there to vote. Voting time, my guest came from France and we were busy. I didn't go in the district. So now, your question to me is whether or not I will support Koto Wuki second to Koga. Am I right?
Based on the competency issue you've been discussing.
I can't speak to the issue of Koto competence. All right, I can't speak to that. NEC will qualify whosoever that is qualified.
No, Anthony, the issue of qualification, you've made us to understand about qualification and competency. You said NEC would do the qualification, but as of competency, you said Senator Koga is not even competent to be a senator.
Not even senator, but to be quarter chief. Listen, you quoted me right. He's not even competent to be quarter chief.
Then there where I ask you the next question. Koto Quagru came second. Koto Quagru came second to Senator Koga when he was contesting as representative in 2023. Now we are hearing rumors that Koto will be contesting. In your mind, do you believe that Koto Quagru is competent enough to serve as representative of the district?
Okay. I like to do justice to people. You know, it is very difficult to build human being, whether you build yourself or somebody help to build you. So I can do proper research before I make comment. Koga, I know him very good. I started knowing Koga when I was even baby. When I say baby, when I was small. Unlike Koto. When we were coming up, we went to school in Butu. People from our end they went to school in Butu. Many of them from Nikwea, they went to school in Butu. Even from Nyor, I did not see Koto there. So I started hearing about Koto in this going election. I haven't done any research about him to know his competence. I can't, if I would say anything now, either lying to myself or talking to impress people. I can't speak to Koto
You said
competent or not competent.
Previously, you stated on this platform that we have to go to, inform our people to tell them whatever decision they should take. Now,
right.
You from a district that someone came second, and you've been involved with the district activities. You've also been there telling people that this person is not competent enough. Now, see another candidate who is rising and ascending to that position gradually. What have been your effort in doing research about this person? Or you want to wait again
until listen, you are just speculating. We don't even know.
I'm speaking from your statement previously. I'm coming, Anthony. The reason I'm saying you are speculating, we don't know whether or not Koto will contest. We don't know. I'm saying Koto will contest. It's clear that he will contest.
No, listen, I can't make my judgment based on what you say. Because NEC has not opened nomination. No, the timetable has been given. That time has not come. Secondly,
but Anthony, Koto contested before.
That's my question. Koto contested.
My focus was not on Koto. He contested before. I was not focused.
So your focus, okay. Okay, we agree. So you said you knew Koga for small.
Deeply protect me. Gino, I need to be protected. If Gino, if D
I'm
supposed
sorry.
to speak, if D supposed to speak, you allow him to speak. But you can't be attacking.
That's why I just sit in. That's why I just sit here. I just sit in watching.
Go ahead, Anthony.
So the point that I am making here, the past elections, I was focusing on incompetent Koga. Koga was given 6 years. He proved himself to be incompetent. He did nothing for our people. In fact, due to his poor representation, some of our people died from common diseases. And we're sitting down saying this thing fine because we are somewhere when we get sick, we can easily get malaria tablet. But it's actually painful that at this stage, Butu International Road is not even open. And Koga has been the representative.
Yeah, Koga has left already.
My focus in the election, it was on Koga. I was saying they should not give him another chance. And D knows, even 2011, when Koga was contesting, we also told people that he was incompetent. He will not do anything. Because I know him. I know Koga. I don't know Koto. Koto did not go to school where we went to school.
Koga has left the district. Now he's a senator. But then we are having a by-election in the district. You've been speaking against incompetency. You've been speaking against that. And then I'm asking you the question now. You're still speaking against it, right? Yes. And I'm asking you the question. I don't want it to be like maybe you're speaking because you hate the senator or you don't like the senator leadership. I'm asking you this question now for you to balance the equation. Koto Kwagu came second to the senator. Now, since the senator left that post, on the 12th of next month will be the by-election. Have you been doing research on these candidates that contested in the 2023 election that are probably
you know how I can do my research? You know I'm a basic person. I do my research when NEC qualifies them. I will not just get all. You think I get all the time?
In 2023. Wait.
Listen to me.
I'm coming, Anthony. 1 minute. I want us to get it straight. In 2023, NEC qualifies all of the candidates. And I asked you a question. I said, between or among those candidates, who do you think was the most competent person over Koga? And you listed 3 persons.
No. You see now, you are not. You see, that's how you people misquote people around here. Did I list people from 2023 election? The answer is no. We are on video.
Okay.
The record is there. It was 2011.
2023 election. Who do you think?
I call Boris. They borrow contest to 2023. I call Boris. The thing is, I call the Bakua contest 2023. No. You can set your record straight. If you want to
for
copy
the record, Anthony, for the record, maybe I misquoted you in that way. But in 2023,
don't say maybe I made and apologize. Don't tell me maybe.
I admit and I apologize for that. Now, 2023 election, who do you think was the most competent candidate over Senator Koga?
Correct.
In a district.
2023 election. Let me be clear with you. 2023 election. The most competent and qualified person was Samson Wuni. But unfortunately, he does not have what the people want. The most competent and qualified. Koga should even be Samson Horseball. If our country was civilized.
Anthony will not let you to use those kind of outbursts on the media.
Right.
The senator is our senator, and he will remain our senator. The reason why we are asking you this question is because a name have been coming up, and this person came second to Koga. Now, if you are against incompetent person representing the district, I think you have done research on almost all of the candidates within the district. You have evaluated them, and you know who is who and who is not who. Now, coming to this by-election, coming to this by-election, we believe that Kwato Kwagru is not the most contender within the election because he came second in the just ended 2023 election. And there is a strong possibility, 100 out of 88 out of 100, Kwato will contest. Now, when he registered now, we say 90 or 99 out of 100. Now, looking at Kwato, do you think Kwato is qualified to be, he's competent to be a representative of district number 5? I want you to answer that question for me, please.
Junior, you are a learning council. And my expectation about you are better than some lay people. All right? Here is the thing that you don't know. Like I told you, I will do my research when they shall have been qualified by NEC. Someone might be incompetent in 2023. The person might have worked on his or her.
John, let me touch it.
So I would do my research
no
on
problem.
Those that qualify, because I am not.
Let me turn the floor over to.
I don't know whether or not Qatar will contest.
Thank you so much, Anthony. Thank you so much. Afanso, go ahead.
Thank you again for reappearing on the show. They call it Anthony Elijah. Say.
The man can go back to the network issue.
No, I'm not on network issue now. I actually listened to you outline some issues, from the district, ranging from bar rules, ranging from bar school system. Only because we had when you prefer bar leader, somebody who was not competent according to you. If the people of Booyah call on you today, Anthony Elijah MC, we want you to represent us. Please come over. What will be your stand?
If the people call me today, I'm always clear about government job. Firstly, I appreciate people who have interest in government job, people who are working in government. I appreciate them for that. But right now, where I am, I have no interest in government job. Not now. Election is how you call it? The 12th of August. But between now and August, I don't know what will happen. But on your show tonight, where I sit, I have no interest in government job. G is my
Okay,
good friend. He knows.
you
He
have no
knows some of
interest
the
in
people.
government job
I can't be,
now.
yeah, he knows some of the people who've been reaching out to me. But between now and the 12th, I don't know what will happen. And I don't know the kind of pressure that people will bring on me to say come and contest. That collective decision.
So
We
if
will
the
consult
pressure
other
come,
people. People like you.
if the pressure come from now to July, we're looking at the timetable, candidate nomination. After all, we talk about candidate certification before that time. Because it is before that time we're talking about, because you have to be part of the
All right.
process
And
where the people are.
the
That's why we're
registration,
asking you. That's why we're asking you, if the people call you now and they say you have to represent them, or they want you to represent them, and you are saying you don't have any interest in government job. So if the time comes, the election is on the 12th. If you're talking about the 12th, the people will not petition you, because at that time everything has been closed. So what are you telling us now?
it is about the people. When I say the election is between now and the 12th, and I don't know what will happen between now and the 12th. Between now and the 12th, nomination period is inclusive. You need to understand that. When I say between now and August 12th, nomination period is inclusive. So I don't know what all of us who sitting here, nobody knows what will happen in the last minute. Only God knows. But I,
Okay.
as a person, where I sit right now, I am not interested.
Okay. So what are your hope and prospect of the district, Muya?
I want competent representative, someone who will work in the interest of our people, not someone who will be passing around killing cow. I don't want that. I want someone who will advocate for our children to get the same teachers they get in Mosorali, in the district. They should learn. We went to school there. I'm not smart, but when we came to Monrovia, we play our part. The schools that we attended, the records are there. We want the same thing our children when they come from there, from Glole, from Biple, from Glale. And the children will carry on quizzing competition. I saw them. Something good in our children. We just need someone who will guide them. If Koga really knew the job, our students should have been the best. The brain we get to our place there. Many of our students are smart. Look at the Peking who's sitting on the show, Junior. He's doing law in foreign land. So we get many good people. We just need good leader. I want good leader. I can sit down and go to went to and make my fine drink pepper soup. But all the thing we're talking here is about our people, not me.
Now, with that being said, I want to take how do you call it, the pending by-election, to say it was like around 2017. Let me try to buy this something and see what will be your response to that. We have Kennedy, like Peter Wiato. We got Ray Myers. We got Boris Badier, Bokwa Miamen, Steven Mato Johnson, Dan Allison. We got Samson Warner, Koto Kragu, including anybody that want to come. Now let's say the election is like 2017, and you are one of the citizens of Buya. Looking at all of these names, you catalog competency, you catalog how do you call it, good representation, and there are so many characteristics in leader that you catalog. Yes, I agree with that. Looking at these names, who do you think, or who do you prefer?
Really,
Who do you
Maya is the
prefer?
best. Really, Maya is the best.
You got to give me,
Really,
you got to. Okay.
Gentlemen, can I make my input to go?
Okay.
2017, where is the best?
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Okay, can I make my input? I just want
yeah,
to professionally disagree with some of the things my comrade and the Anthony outlined.
mhm.
The comrade wants the best and the brightest for our district to represent us, which is a very fine idea that all of us here will want to push. But here's the contradictions. In 2017, in the 2017 elections that Anthony Menede was supporting Willie Myers, that 2017 elections had Dr. Kadika Dan contesting. Why Elijah choose Willie over Dr. Dan?
Can I respond?
yeah, you
Go
can
ahead.
respond.
Okay. So when we talk about competence, I don't want you to restrict it to maybe the level of education one has reached. Okay. You can get some of us who are in the private sector. There are some 12th graders who are competent and they are earning more salary, more than people that with PhD. Kadeka Dan is a very fine son of our district. He's good. He's cool. What set Kadeka apart from Willie Myers is this. You know, the way you are in America now, the taste you and I get to fight poverty or to help people who are in need, your own has diminished. The reason is very simple. Not that you are ungrateful, you are not. But you are not seeing the people every day like me. I'm with them every day. We are together. The pains that they are going through, I can see it. That what set me apart from you. That the Kadika Dan, almost an American, he spent many years in America. I mean, he's good. He's competent. There is no doubt about it. He has the education. But Willie Myers, the pain he been feeding for our people, we saw it in his action. And I personally sat down with him. We talked. The conviction, it was clear.
So,
So that's why
Anthony, and so
doing the election,
Elijah,
I'm coming now.
I want to give you this for you to
Let me
continue.
end.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me end. Let me end. So to answer your question, I did not say on the show that the person with the higher degrees should be classified as someone who is competent. You can be a high school graduate and you can be competent over someone with PhD. So I saw that conviction in Willie Myers. And you know, you and I supported him. I think later on you left. You know that you yourself were talking. Kadika was there. You did. I know you when you were here. I know what you did for our students. We went to Kadika way. Not Kadika, but Willie Myers way because we saw that
Okay.
conviction.
No,
Thank you.
my argument here, Anthony, sorry, my argument here is because I'm one of the panelists. So I take my feeling, my experience, and everything. And what I'm doing here is I'm just presenting a question to you to clarify. One, this is my opinion. The argument you presented that those on ground have more connections, they feel more pain than those who are away. It's flawed. That argument is complete. It's a complete fallacy because remittance, remittance into Liberia, it might not come from me, from the US. It constitutes close to 80, 80, 80 or 75%. That's a 20, but I'm not saying 80, 20% of our GDP. So if you say because people are not on ground, those who are on ground are doing well, that's flawed. Two, Dr. Kadeka died when he moved to Liberia. There were places in Buyao that didn't have schools. Yao Nyade, my hometown, was one. Yao Teaple was two. Your Butu was three. Your Deaple is four. Uh, Florley is five. So who had impact? Forget about Uncle Wele was is my uncle. Forget about that. I will come to Uncle Wele and the questions that you want to do. But if you say impact, who could deliver? Kadeka served as deputy minister for less than 3 years. And in the less than 3 years, he identified 5 places in Buyao that needed schools. Well, no money coming from a pocket, no. But he identified them and mandated the government of Liberia project to move there. So Kadeka was in America all through. And people were there that interacted with the people all the time. But Kadeka came and saw the need and did that. So that's why I said that argument was lazy. It's your point. I respect that. I'm a panelist. I'm not here to push you around. That question came from a bus driver. When you say Senator Koga was not competent, he's not qualified, he's not a high school graduate, he didn't go to school, he lied on his credentials. Those are your words. Because I'm a panelist, I don't want to go through that. My only concern here is to present my question to you. We are here to promote you, boss. What we're doing here now is to promote you. So yeah, my question to you is in two in the just ended military elections, you made your determination on who to support. In 2023, with all the
I didn't
Kennedy
get you.
qualified
Yeah,
more
I
than
didn't get the last statement.
in the just ended military elections, you have somebody you supported. Now in
Correct.
2023, the only person you never wanted to succeed or to be represented was Koga. But you didn't make
Correct.
determination on who to support. But you made determinations on who to support in 2017. How do we reconcile that?
Thank you. You know, 2017, my workload as compared to 2023, you can, I mean, in no way you will compare them. I would say I was somehow a little bit, though I was not less busy, I was still, I was with bank, but I had it with all the support that we were given to Really Myers. I never want the footer in the kind of job I can go for. They can be demanding. I never want they went in the district for him. I didn't campaign for him. Financially, yes, we were there. In terms of doing other things, we were there. But 2023 election, the job that I'm doing currently, they couldn't permit me. They couldn't permit me to do some things until later on some things happen. That's why 2023, I didn't go anywhere. I was just here discussing and all of that.
So thank you,
But
Anthony, Mr. Host and co-host. I have the last comment. I have a question to Elijah if you want to respond because I'm leaving.
Okay,
I had not been a supporter of Dr. Wiato. It does not mean that Dr. Wiato is not qualified. Now, when we
DK,
say
you are
people
not
with
clear.
impact,
I don't know whether other people are hearing you.
I hearing
you
you.
got
Yeah.
okay, so Dr. Wiato came from the US. He was not on ground. Dr. Wiato identified the need for our people to bring a medical center to treat our people. Whether people are paying, the Zoga Medical Center was booming, not even compared to the city of Bam. Now, Elijah said we should go for people, not the terminal degree, not because somebody has terminal degree and XYZ. But Dr. Wiato, who came from the US, established the Zoga Medical Center that kept to save lives in our region, why did Anthony Seyou did not support this man who had impact, who had something that was traceable, that was easily accessible for people to identify? This was the main impact. This was the Peter we are to him. Why Elijah? Saint Koga was the worst. And majority of those guys who were in the race were not qualified in the war. Why he didn't support that we are to?
In which election?
But we had to contest in 2011, in 2011 and 2023.
Yeah, so I got to respond to you. You got to tell me which year, then I can give you reason.
Okay, I said 2011 and 2023.
2011 and 2023. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 2011 election, I was on USAID project in the Southeast. I never had a time. I never supported anyone in 2011. You were here, D. You know that. I never supported anyone. But what I did, we told people like you and others who we could get on phone. Scratch that business or how, but we used to talk on phone. I had some kind of how you call it, bonanza that we used to talk on. I told you that this Koga man, when you're putting there, our children will not go to school. There'll be no good school to our side. We'll not get good clinic. We'll not get good hospital. And you people say he was the man. I was clear with that. So 2011, I did not support anyone. Let's get to 2023. And you said 2011 and 2023. 2023 again, I did not support anyone in Buya. I was only against one person. Only on Facebook. I did not even go there because my job did not allow me. I didn't go there. Nobody would tell me 2023 I supported this person in Buya. I didn't do it. I was only telling you, I said, look, my people, your 2011 we told you people, and you said, no, they may how you will determine that. Now the man prove himself up to 2017. Then we are in 2023. They may not go for us. That's the only reason I was telling them, but I did not take any side. I did not take any side. Somebody asking the question, I think Junior said, if you were going to make your decision, and I said, the most competent and qualified person in 2023 election was Samson Wuna, but he never had what the people wanted.
But Elijah, when you say competent, this is the confusion. This is the confusion. When you say competent and qualified, you dismiss Kahadika, qualification. Now you term something as competent and qualified. You dismiss. No, listen now, because when you say competent and qualified, that Dan is competent and qualified. You didn't describe it that way.
Yeah, he said 2023.
No. Where I'm going is if something is competent and qualified, Peter Liato also is competent and qualified, and he was a candidate in 2011, in 2023. Yes.
Let's get to Kadika issue. I'm glad that we are on video.
So
and
yeah, I'm done with my question, guys. Let my brother answer. I will be leaving.
No, I'm coming. It's
no, come.
I never told you Kadika was not qualified. Kadika is not competent. I never told you that. I said Kadika is qualified, he's competent. I even gave you reason that I prefer Kadika. That means I prefer really over Kadika. And you came and said the reason I gave, it is fraud. Kadika was qualified, and he's qualified and competent. But I've compared Kadika and really Myers at the time, 2017 election. What I went his way, I felt that really has been with the people from day one. All right, really, he's also qualified. He's also competent. Not that he's qualified over Kadeka. And in no way I will tell you Kadeka is not a government material. No. The earlier recording of me here, I told you who Kadeka is. He's good. He's a very good human being. If people like Kadeka, really Meyer, Samson, one of them, if so of them will be in election, I will not even talk anything because anyone that win with Nako, we will benefit. So don't come here and misquote me by saying I said Kadeka. No, we should respect people who earn something for themselves and for us. Kadeka is a big brother. He's highly qualified and competent. And the last point I will make, to that point you made, I did not say people in America are not doing well here. Never. What research has shown over the year, people, even from the same parent, you and I are from the same parent, and we are together all of the time. And Junior too, all of us are from the same parent, but Junior is far away. The feelings we will get for each other, you and I, it will be different from the feeling we'll get for Junior and the one Junior will have for us. That's the point I was making. Not that people in here, there are some people in America who are doing very well here, and I know that. And I said it not to look down on you people, but I am speaking from what research has shown. You said you are analysts, so you know what I'm talking about.
We are not politicians.
I want to make that clarity so you can shoot.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
DK.
Okay. DK, thank you.
I think the Anthony has to go. Let's try to limit the questions. At least take the next 5.
Yeah, just one. Just.
I'm good tomorrow. John, you know I went off tomorrow is Saturday. I will not wake up soon, so I'm here for you. Feel free to let's shoot.
Okay, Alfonso, let me just.
If the man keeping you all year for long, they ain't pay now. They ain't pay for the service. The guy is a lawyer.
But not me. If you ready, we go.
No, but you pay for the service. Pay for the service, dude.
DJ, I beg you.
I pay for the service.
No, don't worry, he's just kidding. But I want to ask you this question, right? You said in 2011, if I do listen to you correctly, you said in 2011 you spoke with other people not to support the senator, when you were contesting as representative. Am I correct?
Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, now, when you were calling people not to support Senator Koga, I think it was Senator Koga's first time in election in 2011. When you were calling people not to support Senator Koga, at that time, did you see his criteria, or at that time, has he registered with the National Election Commission as a candidate to contest in the election?
Correct.
Okay, good.
It was on Prince Johnson ticket. And
so
the same thing I said, all of them have to destroy Prince Johnson first political party. He's not a good brother.
Okay. Alfonso, let's turn over to you.
No, this I will just make it as my party comment on his appearance, but now on the total show. There are several things he said that I agree with some, but some I will respectfully disagree with. Will be on the issue of competence, and he was trying to blend competence and qualification. Then later on, he tried to also look at the same very competence and qualification in a different dimension. It was not a good thing that our constitution did not, engulf, or they did not embellish the issue of qualification into the would-be candidate or would-be contestant on any other party ticket. The only thing you should be a Liberian, and certain level you should reach, but not on education side. So the issue of Koga not being a high school graduate and other things like that, for me, I don't take it to be like something, serious to hear representation. If those days there are many persons who serve as representatives, some of them were not even an average student, but they did extremely well, with their representation. But if Koga failed, it does not mean because he did not graduate from high school as alleged by him, that made him to fail. But maybe he failed because he did not, he actually won, or he did not have the appropriate people in his office to lead him to where he's supposed to go. That's the reason for me, I feel. So, because who knows, Koga, the other people, even the other people you're talking about, if they come to power, not education will carry them there. Yeah, so that's why I disagree with. But really, he actually had not done any any favor for us here when we're asking the question about the current election that is coming. He don't want to push himself into the shoe where we will say he's a candidate. So he start dodging that. When the people even call him today, he say he don't know what will happen from now to the 12th. So anything can interplay there. So he can't say yes now until, but we respect his view. But hope to see the day they say Kennedy registration is over and we see his name surface. Then maybe we'll start holding him from there now.
Okay, so let me clarify a few things from what you said. When people are talking, we will do just for each other when we listen to each other. If you actually got me clearly concerning Koga education, if you got me clearly, I even told you I'm in the private sector. And there are some people in the private sector who are just high school graduate, but they know the job and they are making better money over people who get PhD, over people who get law degrees. They're making better money. My issue with Koga education, it is not educated. It is about dishonesty. That he said he graduated from high school 1987, 1988. Why you can't say something about that? He posted that on his Facebook page. You are a Liberian. You and I know 1980, 1987, 1989. We never know. Why you can't look into that? I'm looking at him being dishonest. If someone will be policy maker, some of our provinces in the country, the people who put in the hot, some of them are crooks. People who know how to make their way through. How do you think they will make sound decision in the interest of the country? That's why the country is not developing. You need to address that one. On Koga official Facebook page, you see he shared. He graduated from high school 1987, 1989. I'm not saying we need education to get us to this place. Once you are, and you also mentioned that I try to blend qualification and education. Qualification is different from education. Qualify, I get piece of job for you to do. I say, I want someone who get BSc. You qualify for the job. But then you cannot, you're able to do the job. You don't have the competence. That there competence comes to place. But what the job demands is BSc for the job, you get it. And you are correct when you say the Constitution did not say you should be competent. You should be competent. And you even went further by saying people those days, the law, our law, the current Constitution that we get when we made the Constitution, we were not normal. That war period we made 1986 Constitution. The very worst history of our country. That's how they get all that mess in a place. And people at the time, 6 graders, 9 graders, like you said, 12 graders, they were good. They were good. When we reached 25 at that time, You are good. Unlike today, we need to amend the law. So when I talk about competence and qualification, we get that duty. We are the employers. We can give them the power. We can say, okay, all right.
That your network,
What the law says, you should be there, you should be that.
your network is sticky, so
But for
we have to cross
me, I
all the
will
Gene.
vote for someone who get this.
Gene, you can go ahead. His network is not too good.
When he come back, we will try to take leave of him. I think it has been a wonderful, wonderful long show. I want to say here again that on Sunday we will be having our next guest here. His name is Colinius Mami. Colinius Mami will be joining us on Sunday too. He's from District number 5. He's a representative hopeful in the upcoming District number 5 by election. I think it has been a wonderful show tonight. We've discussed almost everything we have on our plate. We cannot play the recording from the
ladies,
concerned women today, but hopefully tomorrow we'll have that on our plate to discuss, because I think it's a whole lot of long thing, and I'm trying to get hold of someone from the senator office to really make the press statement clear to us, because Armstrong said this. He quoted the senator by saying the senator said ArcelorMittal should go. And I listened to the recording, nothing as such like that appeared within the recording. And today, again, the lady said that they are not supporting the senator request for ArcelorMittal to go. And I listened to the senator press statement. There was nothing like ArcelorMittal should go.
You know, John, you see, people have listening problem. I'm sorry to say, and not that I'm bringing insult, but the senator was on VOG just when Armstrong made that exception in your own VOG, trying to provide clarity when they were, questioning him about Armstrong exception. They even brought that question. Is he part of those printers do my other people that say ArcelorMittal should go? And he made a clarification, said no, he's not part of those that say ArcelorMittal should go. But he is own way along with the caucus proposing a better deal for Nimba and for Liberia. So they are not on that. I mean, they are not reached to the point where they will say ArcelorMittal should go, and they are not the one to say ArcelorMittal should go, because definitely even if the deal don't hold, the MDA don't hold, what's going to happen is
let's hold you there. Anthony is back. Anthony, are you getting us?
Yeah, your party comment, sir.
Very loud and clear.
Okay. Due to time factor, we have consumed all of the time we have to be here today. So we will want you to just conclude for us, please.
Thank you for the time. Thank you for the invitation. I'm actually honored to appear on your show. I know the job you do is not an easy job. I want to encourage you to do the job. You are doing it in the best interest of our community. And should you need any assistance that will keep the show moving forward, we may not meet your taste, but we are available. Do not hesitate to reach out to us. It is unfortunate that I'm not in Butu now. I plan to be there, but something came up for both yesterday, for today and tomorrow. That's why I'm not attending. Yeah, that's why I'm not attending your program in Butu. You get my support. I appreciate the level of work that you are doing. If you will be counting on people, you should always count on us. Yes, and again, the other brother who came, the other host, I think he said he's young, right?
Yeah, young Voodoo.
I think he was unfair. Yeah, either he was unfair, or you people are not working as a team. Okay, because if you get show like this and you get set rules for people to go by, send it to your guests before the show and say, look, on our show, you are not permitted to ask questions. But I just saw him. He did not even know how you communicated with me to appear here. He just came without his statement. You're not supposed to be asking a question. I mean, I felt offended, but I understand his side. And I just saying it to to express myself so
Thank
that
you.
it will not be in my heart. So our
Thank you.
message to our people, the point we're
Mhm.
making, and I have been making over and again,
Mhm.
my stance on issues, especially for our people, it is not about me.
Wow. So, anyways, I think he made his comment already. So let's go back to that issue. Let's try to conclude on that because even me, I'm feeling a little bit sleepy here.
Oh yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
yeah. So like I was saying, he made that exception. He said if ArcelorMittal will be leaving Liberia, meaning the MDA issue was not concluded and their time elapsed, then when
It
it
is
reached
not
that
about
point, then
me.
meaning they had to go. But yeah,
yeah?
It is
I told him go ahead.
about the community.
Mhm.
It is about the community. In order for us, you talking to me?
No.
It is about my involvement into politics or into activities in our district. It is about the people. Personally, it is not about me. I don't need to do or to be into the local politics in order to make impact on our people. But we feel that I personally feel that our engagement, it will give some level of hope to our children who are back there, who are fighting like the way we fought, and we are still fighting. That's why we are
Thank
here.
you.
And our people, we will always let them know that they should go for someone who is competent.
Thank
Don't
you.
go
Thank
by
you.
money. The money the people bring in, you don't know what they're taking it from. That money they got to pay it back. So we want to
Thank you.
encourage our people to look for those who are sincere.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
Anthony. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. It has been a pleasant good time with you here, Anthony. We appreciate the time you spent with us here tonight. And we hope and pray that if you maybe change your mind to contest in the by-election, we extend our invitation to you. You will appear on the show.
I know you will not be too defensive now when on balance. So
Yeah.
you want to be defensive. It is not a quote. You don't know.
You don't know what lawyers do. They twist the thing to make you feel like as if you are not doing the right thing that you're supposed to do, you know. But he made some good points. He made some wonderful points. And if he is into that advocacy of, you know, having someone competent, what I would say is that his evaluation should only be on Senator Koga, but it should go across the board. Yeah, because that would serve us justice. And what he said here tonight, maybe I'm a very self to will go to make some research on that because I didn't know that Senator Koga didn't graduate from high school. He's saying that, and I think it will help me to expand my research knowledge. Let's try to conclude, Alfonso, with this senator thing.
Oh yeah, like I said, it was a good show. Seeing a guest appearing, I think about to give her a broader knowledge on how to question people instead of all questioning the group or questioning each other. I think we're questioning another yeah. So we will be encouraging other people to come over. I think saying you got some direct link with some of those guys, you can try convincing them to come over so we can have the talk show. In the Koto camp, the Peter Wiato camp. If they can appear in person, maybe they can send their special assistant they trust that have all of the political bullet to fire on the show. They can come with it, so we can start to see. I mean, to hear from them what they feel or what they feel about the district politically and how they feel about their representation, their candidate representation. So again, like I said, we discussed today on the judiciary issue, mainly on the case ongoing. Like we said, it's just the beginning of the case. We look forward to seeing the government providing more, information to see how we can adjudicate the case well. And if they win it will be a plus for them. If they don't win it again, it will also seem that anything they say about any government official will be a lie. So they had to stand strong. Fonati also is a strong guy though. And we did not discuss the other issue with John politics. So the next time we come here, they said the other fellow will appear on Sunday. But the next time we come, before they can come, please tell them to send their profile and other information so we can start to peruse it and do some background investigation. And then we can start questioning them. Yeah. So let us send their how they call their political something, their platform. When they send their platform and all that stuff, then we will see how we can to question them. These are some of the things.
Yeah, that's it. I think we have exhausted almost 3 hours today. It's been a wonderful show, and I always want to appreciate you for always being here. It has been a really good show, and tomorrow will be the launching program in Butuo. So I think the guys from there will be bringing it live. Maybe we're going to discuss that in the evening during the show, and we'll also be discussing those ladies, their conversation today. We will want for somebody to go and get a detailed backgrounds of these ladies. I mean, where are we heading as a county? But I want to hold my breath on this so that tomorrow we can discuss that in details.
Oh yeah.
So that's it. Yeah, it has been a really good show, and I really appreciate you for always being here.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice day, boy.
Yeah, thank you so much, Panso. Thank you very much. Again, folks, we like to say thank you to all of you who monitor the show this evening. Thank you for your comments, the shares, the likes, and everything you gave while we were on the show. We appreciate everything, and it has been a wonderful good Friday evening from my end. Before I leave, I'd like to say a big shout out to our CEO, Mr. Alvin Seka Sr. We'd like to say thank you for always affording us the opportunity to be here and informed our people. And again, it has been a really good show, a really good one. We hope to be here again tomorrow to bring you the same program, the same show. But always bear in mind that the heat hour, we say dialogue and not confrontation. We say words and not bullets. So if you appear here on the heat hour, we have our own differences. We discuss our own issues, and we remain peaceful and respectful in all of our conversation. I've been Junior Pin, your regular host of this show. Catch it up tomorrow. Have a pleasant afternoon, a pleasant morning, and a pleasant night.